Side Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That good for 19 on a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now a first down throw, Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now back to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Fields. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there. They're holding him for a short gain.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Gets around him. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. Now Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. Cameron Latu. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Finds his receiver, Watson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Fields. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on third down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 42 yards. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Moody good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st down, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. Got Dobbs over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Open man is Samuel, complete. Down the right sideline, and he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 53 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Fields. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the 50, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Monk. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. That's taken in by Watson. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Now it's Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. 128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. On 1st down, it's Fields. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Touchdown! Jaden Reed from 13 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fields trying to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Purdy from the gun. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Fields. Finds his receiver, Watson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Monk, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. They go with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On first down, Fields.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done, and the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the 49ers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first two home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a Philadelphia.